Welcome to the Moose and the Hoose division of the Big Brother Bile franchise, bringing you up to date on all this week's events on BBCAN4. I'm James.
I'm Lindsay.
And whoa.
And if you mean by up to date, about a week behind probably really, because we're only going from the episodes. But hey, don't be a fucking snob like Jordan Parha. We're doing our best here. We're in the UK. The internet connection is only so fast. So, holla! Now, Kelsey or Levita back in the house.
Yeah.
Is it worth cutting the live feed for 3 days or 4 days or whatever it is?
Well,
was that a good decision by Arissa Cox?
It was. Look, I'm sure it wasn't her personal decision. And it was good because this is what we would do in the UK. They stop you seeing the reality of the situation so they can edit it and make you see what you're going to see.
To edit it. Now, personally, I enjoyed the opportunity to have a look at Twitter because I'm normally behind. But all I saw was people bitching and moaning, blah, blah, blah. But when the actual show came back on, I completely agreed with those people bitch. Do you know how much they actually showed of those deliberations?
About 3 or 4 minutes, it felt like.
That is a fucking insult to viewers to cut the live feed for that long and then show like 3 or 4 minutes. Don't you? I thought that was just. You and I both said that was edited like shit. Like in the UK, like we can say like enough shit about our own show, but they would have edited that a lot better than they did in Big Brother Canada.
That's true. They would have spent at least half the show telling you how they came to that decision, arguing about it. But it just seemed like watching Derek Levasseur in the DR. Like, on the one hand we could do this, but on the other hand we could do that. It was stupid.
First of all, they fucked the secret house by not hardly showing any of Levita and Kelsey talking. Then they fucked up the deliberation thing. Like, what would have actually been the harm of just having the live feed on and just letting people know? Like, who really gives a shit if they chose Levita or Kelsey? It don't matter. Because
I think production wanted Kelsey back in there.
Well, that's what they got, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was badly edited. There was no tension. It was pointless. The exact people you thought were going to run the whole debate ran it.
The person that came back in, Kelsey, all night she was wearing that awful dress with the pink cage thing on her.
That dress?
It was rotten.
Is that your entire point?
That's my point. I think if you're in the secret house, you're wearing that dress, that's gross enough. At least when you go in the house itself, change dresses.
What are you, some sort of sartorial...
I just see a lot of bad dresses on BB Canada.
On Kelsey in particular.
Well, Arissa mostly.
Oh God, she was wearing like a pantsuit tonight. Oof. Oof. So the actual deliberations consisted of, Jared said, Levita has scarred each and every one of us in this house. How?
Right, but didn't he want to spend...
Yeah, he's like, I just want to see Kelsey back in this room again. Oh, that's a good reason for us voting her back in. But then they actually did, so like, you're fuckers, whatever.
But hang on, the only person that was going to vote for Levita was Joel, and as we saw, Joel was a complete...
Because Dallas are gone.
Yeah, and Joel would just vote with the house because he's a pussy, basically.
And then Mitch was sitting there in silence, and Tim went, hey, Mitch, what do you think? That was good, wasn't it? And then Mitch said Kelsey would be more light-hearted in the house. Your eviction says otherwise. You should have pushed for Levita, mate. So then Kelsey come back in. I'm back, bitches. What did she say? Nothing.
Nothing really.
So the 3-headed monster. You said you wanted to see the 3-headed monster back together. Are you happy? Are you happy now?
Yes, I am. But
why?
It's not in the same condition that it was before. Look at Rail. He's a broken man. And I think Jared and Kelsey, will they ever be the same again?
No, never.
Exactly.
So they said to Kelsey, oh, could you hear everything in the secret house? And she was like, oh no, we didn't have sound. What sort of fuckwit is she? You should go back and say, yeah, I heard every fucking thing you said. I know everything you're doing. And just like up the paranoia like 100%.
But then you're just putting a massive target on yourself.
I suppose so. When they actually decided on Kelsey going back in as well, and you know Arissa announced that Kelsey was going back in.
Yeah.
When she announced that, the crowd was still behind her, so presumably the deliberations took all of about 5 minutes. another reason why live feeders should be rioting, like if Daryl died on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, but you can't riot about live feeds that are free in the first place, can you?
That's true. What more do you want? We're told in the UK, if you want live feeds, we have to pay for lawyers to watch it around the clock, blah, blah, blah. Like, how do you think we can pay for this, even though we had, like, 4 different cameras and all this shit, like, back, like, 15 years ago or something?
But when we have civilian Big Brother now, I think at one point they got us down to, was it 20 minutes live feed a week? Or half an hour? It was. But on the celebrity, you were getting an hour a night, most nights. So that was good. So we're used to pretty bad treatment in this country. But if you got free feeds, what the hell are you going to complain about? It's stupid.
But then, is it fair of us to say, oh, because we have it so shit, you should also have it shit? Or are we being unreasonable wankers?
No, because I think, personally, BBUSA, maybe not always, but I think they throw the people in, and generally speaking, they let them play the game and knock each other out and do whatever the fuck they want. And then obviously they have those feeds, they can't hide them, so they just have to show a reasonable representation of what's going on in the main show. In the UK, we don't have feeds, so we can just storyline and edit the show in any way that we like at all. And I think Canada is halfway between the two.
Yeah.
You know, they'll give you the feeds, but at the same time, when they don't want to show certain things, they'll just cut them.
It's actually quite clever of them, in a way, isn't it, to do that?
It's genius.
Yeah. Whereas America, they show the whole lot, and then they get loads of shit for, like, the blatant racists that they put in the house and all that sort of stuff, you know. So you got to pick and choose what you want, really. Do you want, like, full-on racism, or do you want to be, like, shielded from view? Personally, I'll pay the money and have the racism. You know, I'll go for it.
You can't be race hate for pumping up the ratings, can you?
Didn't the ratings go, like, skyrocketed in BB15 because they were just all complete racists?
Well, the mattress flipping.
Oh yeah.
That, and of course in our own BB, when Jay Goody, Joe O'Mara and Daniel Lloyd rounded on Shilpa Shetty.
Rest in peace.
And several people sat on the fence and watched on. The ratings were sky high that year.
Mattress flipping is one way to get that HOH look.
But remember those black fish?
We ain't got time for these sort of diversions.
Sorry.
So next, they played Truth or Dare again. Now, you said they always pick Dare, but this time Nikki admitted that she had sexual thoughts about Tim and Nick, but not Phil or Evs.
Now, if I'd asked her that,
yeah,
I'd be like, what were the thoughts?
Yeah, what were they?
And why did she put whatevs on blast?
Yeah, and then...
Maybe, you know what? Maybe she sees him as a friend.
And then who dared Nick and Nikki to kiss? What sadist was that? Probably Tim.
For 10 seconds, that ran for at least 12 or 13.
And Nikki went on after the 10 seconds over. Big brother, you missed another opportunity to show whatev's face when Nick and Nikki kissed, and also them arguing about it afterwards.
I've noticed that he's not wearing that whatev's hat so much now.
But if you had to get off with Phil or Nick, I would get off with Phil, personally. Nick is gross. Phil is whatevs. Nick is the one who's getting off with Maddie.
But whatevs has got the personality. I think we talked about this last week.
Has he really got that much personality, though?
What, whatevs?
Yeah.
He's got more than his brother.
That's true. But it ain't like Nick's got the looks.
No, but he's more like generically bland, like good looking.
He's not good looking.
Well, Nikki seems to think so.
Nikki's like about 15 years older than Nick. But if Nikki and Nick start going out together, you can't like mesh their names together. How do you mesh together Nikki and Nick? It's just Nikki, isn't it?
I guess so.
So then, Kelsey, when Kelsey came back in the house, this is a good one. She said, "I'm excited for Jared that I'm back in the house." What a fucking cunt she is. She is actually evil. I hate her. Go on.
But why? What? She's not a cunt.
Yeah, she is such a smug bitch.
What has she done that's cunty?
Said, "I'm glad for Jared that I'm back in the house."
Yeah, but Jared is glad that she's back, and she just pleased for him. What's wrong with that? That's natural.
She was horrible to Levita and then pretended to be friends with her.
Oh, boo-woo, poor Levita.
She manipulates Raoul. She just fancies herself. I You wanted this, and now you've got it. I hope you're happy.
I like her.
Oh, shut up. What about the cage dress?
Yeah, she does have bad taste in dresses, but that aside, she's alright.
Do you think Mitch was the only person, really, to be stitched up by the secret house? It seemed to be that Mitch was the main fall guy, right?
Well, it depends on what Levita and Kelsey saw.
Which we never actually saw ourselves.
But, assuming they saw pretty much most everything, then the person that came across the most duplicitous, or, making the most deals with the most people...
Slimy.
I.e. Mitch, would cop the most heat, right?
True. So this was when the three-headed monster started to implode.
But do you think when Kelsey came back in, would there have been any sense or logic to not mentioning, and she could say, I've been in a hotel, or I didn't see a single thing. Do you think she should have just kept her mouth shut to everyone, including her own alliance?
I think she should have told Jared what was going on, but not Raoul. I think that was the problem, because Raoul could have still been working Mitch on the other side. Instead, they completely blew out that side of the house. So
but I don't think Raoul has it in him to work someone or be...
That's why you don't tell Raoul anything, and he just carries on as he was with Mitch. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But why you not tell Raoul?
Yeah, so this is what happened. Kelsey said, Joel and Mitch are in an alliance, and Raoul said, Mitch is on our side. And Jared said, no, he's not. And Raoul said, I knew it. I knew it. He did not know it. Why are people always saying, I knew it in the Big Brother house?
Because you have to say, I know it in Big Brother. We've seen it 100
That's true.
times. When they go, oh, but the real task, and some clever clogs will go, oh, I knew it. But they didn't know it. They just say it.
Detective Dan. So they said to Raoul, whatever you do, don't tell Mitch what we know. What did Raoul do?
He went to the Andy Heron teleporter.
Ran straight to Mitch.
Now, is this the pillow cry? Or...
No, this is like... Oh. But do you remember Jared gave Raoul a right tell-off and went, you shouldn't have done that. Shut your mouth and listen to me.
That was in the pantry.
Yeah, he was well aggressive.
And Mitch was outside listening.
Aggressive? I know, because Mitch is a little tricksy one.
Now, right. First of all, that argument in the pantry... Jared was being very aggressive to Raoul. Raoul looked like he was cowering in the corner like an abused little kitten. But I thought...
Jared was right, what he was saying.
Yeah, but I thought, normally, if you have a row on Big Brother...
A row?
You keep your voice down, don't you?
I know.
Jared was shouting.
He was.
And Mitch was outside listening. Now, either there's some clever editing going on, or Ted is telling Mitch to go... stand outside this door at this time.
True. So at that point it looked like the three-headed monster was totally imploded. And to be honest, if Raoul hadn't won the HOH, anything could have happened, but we were on to the HOH, which was some ancient Greek mythology stuff.
Raoul didn't win the HOH.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I'm thinking of recently, sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. We're Britain's premier Big Brother Canada podcast.
Yeah.
So
ask me anything about week 2 on season 2.
But you know what? No. Actually, this is a kind of a later conversation, but I don't think Mitch would have ever put Raoul up. Raoul putting Mitch up was completely to benefit Kelsey and Jared. Mitch wouldn't have put Raoul up for a long time.
No, Raoul wasn't much of a threat.
He wasn't.
And I think he also, in the long term, he could have won him round.
Yeah, the whole thing, Kelsey and Jared got what they want, but Raoul didn't really get what he wanted. Anyway, so that HOH was a 3-part HOH. It was like balancing a ball.
Right, it was the survivor thing.
Yeah, that was like survival, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Running on a treadmill and keeping your hand on a button.
Uh-huh.
Was it on balancing a sword on your head? I couldn't work that out, could you?
Holding a sword on your head for no reason.
Was it fair, the way these different tasks were distributed?
Well...
Was it random?
I think so, but I don't know. But what I noticed was when they did have the opportunity to swap...
They didn't.
They didn't take it.
Because they were used to doing that one thing, I think.
Maybe, but I thought the ones on the treadmill had it the hardest because...
I didn't. I thought that was the easiest.
How come they let go? Sweaty palms.
Because that was like... They were doing it for quite a long time. That ball balancing was the hardest, I think.
But Nikki was doing quite well in that task for a while. Now, she had a strategy, whether she realised it or not. Mm-hmm. She was holding that round thing that you put the ball on her boobs, and while she had it there, it was steady.